thank you for allowing us into your home today. Today, my guest is Miss Linda Green, and she's going to tell you exactly who she is. Ms. Green, nice to have you on board.
Nice to be here.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yes, I'm a veteran, and I'm a mother with 4 grown children
Okay.
and 6 grandchildren.
6, okay.
Yes, and I was in the military, and after I got out of the military, I just began to write and be a motivational speaker. I've written 3 books.
Okay.
Yes, and now I'm in the community, telling the community about my books.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what. Give us some information on the first book you've written. I think it was something about oncoming
Yes,
obstacles
absolutely.
in my life for women.
Right, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, the book is called Overcoming Obstacles in My Life,
Okay.
and it tells about myself when I was in the military.
Okay.
I was married to a military soldier, living in abuse for 16 years.
Living in abuse for 16
yes,
years?
absolutely, for 16 years. And it tells how I overcame with 4 children.
Okay.
So yes, when I was in the military, I was going through this. But in the military, I did not know there was a place where you could get help
Okay.
with this.
Okay.
I did not know. I just did not know. I just thought that I was to take care of this business. Didn't want nobody to know.
Okay.
So I just took it upon myself not to tell no one.
Okay.
And then from there, I began to meet. Well, I was stationed in Germany at the time.
Okay. In Germany?
So, yeah,
Okay.
because I just come out of high school.
Oh,
Yes,
Okay.
and didn't know anything about abuse, didn't know
Okay.
anything about facilities that help you.
Right.
And so when we came back to the state, I began to tell people, and they began to point me to different places and spaces where I could get help. And so I began to, the church community helped me out.
Okay.
Because I did not know a thing. So then I began to recognize there is a better life than this.
Yes.
I attempted to go to a psychiatrist
Okay.
for a certain amount of time, but not long. And then I asked the abuser, would they want to come? They said no.
Okay.
So I just continued until I couldn't afford it.
Okay.
Yes, so
You were paying
yes, I was
An
paying the psychiatrist.
outsourced individual.
Right, exactly. Outside, yes.
Yeah, outside.
Yes, I
Therapist.
was. Therapist, absolutely.
Psychiatrist, yeah.
Yes. And so, I ran out of, money for that. So I continued on until it got so heavy. The abuse got so heavy.
Okay.
It was so weighty. I could barely, function.
I can understand that.
So one day I just made up my mind. I said, I can't do this anymore.
Okay.
I just could not do this. It was like, and then I said a prayer, and then things just began to fall in place. It was a situation that was created that I could not, it's like I went to a place where, it was me and my girlfriend. We went to a place where we could get prayer, right?
Okay.
And so we got prayer, and then the situation, it was within 2 weeks, the abuser left.
Your husband left?
He left,
Okay.
and he said he wanted to think about some things.
Okay.
And so I didn't understand, but I remember when I had went to that place for prayer, that it was, wow, that must be the answer, So it went back and forth, and then then he came back, it was one final fight that he kicked us out after that final fight.
Okay.
And so that's when I really realized that I went through all of this, but it took one little prayer to get out of it. And that's when I got out.
Okay.
I had to, then I contacted the individuals that help you, with the finances, legal,
Okay.
and things like that.
Okay.
And they showed me, that was literally the first time I ever experienced something to help me.
So you went to an attorney
Yes.
to go through the steps to see what
Exactly.
it takes. Okay.
Exactly.
See what your rights are? Or,
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely. It was restraining orders,
Okay.
finances,
Okay,
because we was out of the home. He kicked us out, and then me and the 4 children, we had to go live with someone else.
okay, okay.
Yes. And so what they did was they kicked him out and gave us the house and the car.
Okay,
Yes. So now we was in, we was in business then, but it came the time where he sent divorce papers, and I thought it was going to be resolved,
okay.
but he sent divorce papers through the mail.
A length of time.
Yes.
Okay.
It wasn't long. It wasn't long at all.
So after you got the divorce papers,
Mm-hmm.
what was the next step that you went into?
The next step I went into was making sure that the children was good. I had the home, and it was still a friction after the divorce.
Of course, of course.
It was, because it was the children against
I know,
me and
yeah,
so
yeah.
forth like that. So this went on until all the children left the house. The youngest one was 3. The youngest one was 3.
So you were dealing really with adolescents.
I was dealing with
Okay.
small babies, and yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, the oldest one was about 16.
Okay. Well, the thing about it is, because of what you went through,
Mm-hmm.
you made up your mind, rather made a commitment
Mm-hmm.
to see if you can help other women.
Exactly.
And that's one of the reasons why the book that you
Mm-hmm.
put up there, that's, let me see here, Overcoming Obstacles in My Life,
Mm-hmm.
ladies. I think you need to read it. But once that happened,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it goes through the various steps of various phases that you went
Yes.
through.
Oh, yes,
So
yes.
after dealing with your husband, with the divorce paper, what was the next thing that you did and
Okay,
tried to do?
the
I know you
next-
said the children,
Yes,
but after
right.
the children were taken care of, then
Right.
what would be the next step?
Okay, the next thing was I was working. I was working at the time, so I continued to work and everything, and I continued to maintain the home, and it was a lot. The children was like torn in between, and that was like warfare. It was
Okay, well,
just
that- I can understand that.
yeah, it was. So they continue, and each one of them graduated.
Okay.
They grew and graduated, went to school. Each one of them make sure that they went to some sort of college or VOTEC.
Yes,
Yes, and now they're all grown and in their own.
okay.
Yes.
Well, in doing so, when you said you're working in finances and everything else,
Right.
for you personally, in dealing with your events,
Right.
life
Right.
situations, I
Right.
guess you can say. But outside of that, what was really the turning point for you to make this book?
Oh, a lot of people was telling me, you need to write a book because of what you went through. And so they kept on telling me over and over and throughout like a year. So I decided in my heart that I'm going to write this. I'm going to do this.
Well,
And when I did, I started writing the book, and things began to just
Spill out.
out.
I can understand that too.
It began to spill out, and it was like the pain.
Getting off your heart.
Right, exactly. It was like the pain was coming out of my heart and landing in the pages.
Okay.
And staying there, almost like dying there.
So
the
it
pain-
seemed, yeah, so it seemed as if writing kind of also helped you
Yes,
come through this as well.
exactly.
Okay.
It was like a therapy.
Okay. And in the book, I'm sure, how many chapters do you have?
Oh, I have several chapters in here. Let me just look
No,
here.
you have to go through. I mean,
Okay,
but I'm
it's
saying you
several
got
chapters. Yeah, it's several chapters
But
in
some
here.
of the chapters, what would be some of the key chapters that you would like women to know about, besides, going
Right.
get your book?
I would like for them to know that don't keep this to yourself. Don't stay isolated. Do not stay isolated. If you're determined to get out of this, and if you're determined, you have to be real.
Okay,
You cannot play with this. It's not a back and forth.
Right.
Because it's very dangerous to be in a situation like that. Very. And so once you determine that you're going to get out and stay out. Because there's another life waiting for you.
right.
And it's a good life. So I was thinking that was my life. I was so determined I was going to make this work. And I found out that wasn't it. And when I found out it wasn't it, my eyes got open. And I was like, oh no, I'm in the wrong thing. I got to get out of here.
Well, the thing about it is that you put everything down on paper,
Right.
and the chapters in there, I'm sure it goes through various phases
Oh,
of what
yes.
you were going through.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
I'm looking at other women out there. I hate to say this, but I got some in my own family that's going through some stuff like this here. That's still battling. And women need to hear somebody else.
Yes.
Okay? Now, you are involved with the military,
Right.
with your husband,
Right.
for a number of years. And while he was in the military, he was abusing you.
Exactly.
You know, so
Exactly.
as a veteran's wife, getting out, you had difficulty finding resources, I'm
Right.
assuming.
And I didn't even know they had resources. Had I known, perhaps I would have, especially in Germany, because in Germany, I mean, people speak in German and
Yes.
English, and where do you get help? And then it's like you don't want to tell your coworkers because it's like, oh no.
There's a stigma behind it.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
yes, So it was like, and then I'm a young person coming out of high school, and it's like, how do you deal with this stuff? Who do you go? I'm attempting to make a career.
And well, I'm sorry to say that, you know, it seemed as if even though you were in the military, you were not even aware of what was available
Right.
in the military that could help you
Right,
go through this transition from an abusive situation to a situation where you found yourself
right,
and you've
Right.
made a career.
Yes.
But it takes discipline and courage to get out there and just say, I refuse to accept defeat.
exactly.
You know, so
Exactly.
I really admire. Oh my goodness, that's my phone. Turn that off. But anyway,
Yeah. It had to take a tenacity to really. It's almost like they would say you get a belly full.
okay.
And so it's like it was, I remember the day when I said it, and I was like, it was so heavy. I said, God, I just cannot take this. I just did. And so after that, it was like, I said it's genuine prayer, sincere from the heart. And it's like, it's almost like, as soon as I made up my mind, it just happened. A situation happened. He said he wanted to leave, and I was like, this is out of
Well,
range.
Well, the thing about it is that in being in that situation, and you've written the book,
Right.
and in dealing with the outside world
Right,
of military,
right.
how did the outside world treat you in the situation that you were in?
Okay, the outside world, they were like, a lot of people would say, I don't see how you could take this. You're a strong woman, and to go through this, and I get all kinds of comments like that. But it was like they tell me that whatever it was really sustained you. You know, I have men and women.
Well, did any one of them offer any kind of solutions maybe that can help you?
Oh yes, it was one girlfriend I had. I mean, we were just so
Tight,
tight.
yes.
We were really tight. We would talk day and night. I mean, you hear me, day
Yes.
and night until 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning, and everything. And so she helped me out, her and her husband, and it was so powerful. I believe that's the main thing that enlightened me a lot, because I was getting revelation for myself, and then she would tell me some things too. And so church, you know, didn't know everything, but they know some things. And so when that happened, it was much, much, much. As a matter of fact, the last incident, they the one that was in front of the house. My daughter, she called and said, Mom, they fighting, whatever. And then they quickly came and they were praying in front of the house. And so.
Well, as far as the religious side, did they play any vital part in helping you go through the situation that you went through?
Well, to me, it was like just mainly getting prayer toward the end of the service, things like that. But
Telling you different platitudes and everything else.
Yes.
Hip, heart, and blah, blah, blah.
Yes,
But
yes,
get down to,
yes.
you got to get the nitty gritty.
Get to the nitty gritty, because I have to go back and face this thing.
Yes.
You know, so it was like a sugarcoat maybe, but not really life-sustaining, you know, where I could live off of, and I could, you know, fight and, you know, things like that. Heart issues, really hard. We'll pray and this and that. But it's like, look, y'all don't understand.
Well, the thing about it is, it seems as if what you're trying to tell women overall, regardless if you are in the military or not, but I would think more so in the military, because
Exactly.
you're looking at discipline supposedly,
Yeah.
and they really need to be aware of what's going on,
Yes.
because
Yes.
they are there. Here you are. You may not be in actual combat. Your husband may be, but yet it still affects you.
Exactly.
Okay, so women who are in this situation on various military bases and going through this, you need to report this
Exactly.
to the commanding officer or somebody.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
because if you hold it in, it's not going to be good in the end.
No, it's not. It doesn't get better. Like you said they need to report it. Don't hold it in. And because even if it's threat, just that when they threaten, just be at ease. You don't have to strike back or whatever. Just be at ease and determine what you're going to do and do what you're going to do. Don't say, well, I'm not. No, there's a life behind that. You need to report that. And I thought it was going to get better. It got worse and worse.
Yes.
And worse. And you cannot play with this. This is not a game. You
So
have
but really, whether it was the military or being on the outside,
Exactly.
there were only a few people that worked with you, rather than having access to military resources
Right.
or even civilian resources.
Right. Exactly.
I hate to say it, but on the civilian side, you have to get involved with an attorney, and of course that costs money. So if you're in a situation where you have no money, you have to really get someone who's willing to work with you
Exactly.
and to find those resources out
Find
there.
the resources.
Okay.
Because your life is worth living and not being miserable. You need to do this if you love yourself, because there is a way out.
Okay.
They need to know there is a way out. And it's not leaving this earth, it's a way out to have a better life.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Well, for you, I know you've gone through a lot, and I'm glad I have the opportunity to even interview you so you can tell your story. And you're just one of hundreds, thousands going through the same thing,
Exactly.
whether you're in the military or not. But you, to be honest, the way I see it, I know dealing with my own wife and I, you know, she was my backbone. Okay, she was always there.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
and together we did make one. And if there's only one side working, chances are it's not going to end up good.
No,
You know,
it's not.
but I like the idea that you're coming forward and writing books. I think the books is helping you get it off your chest.
Oh, yes,
Okay?
absolutely, yes.
And I think
yeah.
something needs to be done. If you may not write a book, you may just sit down and write a journal,
Right.
you know. And if you really can't talk to anybody, write the journal and then give it to somebody to read.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
anything that will help you go through life's experiences like this that you need to really be made aware of. And I'm just sorry to say that, well, not sorry to say, lack of knowledge puts anyone at a significant disadvantage.
Exactly.
And in your case, in many cases like yours, you're at a disadvantage because lack of knowledge,
Right.
okay?
Right.
And don't just sit on the sidelines thinking everything is going to be okay. It's not.
It's not.
Eventually, if nothing changes, disaster's at the end,
That's
somewhere
right.
along the end,
That's right.
you know?
That's right.
And I would think either party may end up not on the good side. When I
Yes.
say that, I mean, like,
Yeah, that's true.
you know.
It is true.
But like a friend of mine, he said, this lady was in an abusive situation for years. And the husband came home drunk. Every time he came home drunk, he would beat her. And this time he was drunk. And he opened up the door, and she took a butcher knife and just stabbed him. Boom. That And guess what? She got away with it. Well, not say got away with it. In other
Yeah.
words, she was declared innocent because everybody in the whole complex
Yeah.
knew of her situation, and she reported it to the police,
Yes.
and she's done everything she could.
Yeah.
And this was her ultimate decision, or
Yeah.
rather ultimate, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But anyway, the
She
point
had a-
was that you made a choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and she did too.
Yeah.
She made a
So
choice.
for women, you
Yes.
need to get out there and talk.
Yes.
You know, I hate to say it like that.
Yes.
I know because sometimes, of course, like with my wife, she puts me straight sometimes. But of course,
Yeah.
well, the thing was, we've been around for quite a while. But the thing is, though, is that being a husband and wife, it's 100% on both sides.
Oh, yes.
24 hours a day,
Yes.
365 days a year.
Yes.
You know, so I love the idea that about the book. Now, is there some other step you may have gone through, maybe that may have helped you?
Yes, when I got the help I needed, it was like, can you believe that I had an individual that was living on my street? She was an advocate for abuse and didn't even know that.
Oh, my goodness.
She was 3 houses away from me, and I told her about it when I did my books because her husband worked in that area too. And it was like, oh my God, I didn't know. I said, yeah, that was a lot of fight. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, yeah, I was there the whole time. But it was a matter of me reaching out and getting that help. And when I began to, I even reached out with the VA.
Okay.
I went ahead and got help there too.
Okay, that's good.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. When you found out about the
Yes,
information.
yes, I did. Yes, and they really helped. They really,
Okay.
really helped. I mean, it was such deep, things there, and they really.
And that didn't cost you a dime.
That did.
That's it, ladies. I mean, if
I
you,
was like, oh, I was so happy to know that, you could talk about these things, and they, and the more you talk about it, the deeper it gets, and the deeper your healing is,
okay,
and you get to be restored. And I recommend all veterans, don't be ashamed. Go and get that help. Go and get that help, that therapy, whatever, mental health. That's just all it is just your spirit is getting back whole again. Don't be ashamed of that, because it helps you balance in your life. I always see like soldiers when they go to war or whatever, that the spirit gets hurt, but they still got something to heal that spirit, to put it back in order.
well,
Yeah.
all I do know is that going through what you did, I like the idea. I really love the idea that you put the books together.
Yes.
And it's coming from a previous veteran involved.
Yes.
And just the idea that you got the book here
Right.
that's overcoming obstacles in my life. And I like the idea, ladies, whenever you get a chance, see what you can do about it. Get in the book. And I would like to have you on in the future again, maybe,
Absolutely.
for one of your other books
Okay.
and
Sure.
see what happens.
Yeah.
But the main thing, though, is that you made a choice.
I made a choice.
I guess you made a choice for life.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And for me, I think life is the best part.
Right.
So thank you very much,
You're welcome.
Ms. Green.
Thank you.
And all I can tell you is keep on fighting.
Well, thank you so much for having
yeah,
me.
Yeah. And all I can say, thank you for inviting us into your home today, and God bless the United States.